Alina. I'm a nutrition coach and personal trainer with 10 years of experience. I specialize in women, fitness, and sustainable lifestyle transformation. My expertise includes weight loss strategies tailored to individual needs, nutrition coaching certified by the International Sport and Science Association, CPR and AD certification for safe training environments, advanced sleep guidance certified by the British Health and Science Academy. And my approach is to work holistically with sleep, nutrition, and training, creating changes that are realistic to maintain for life. And today we are going to talk about 7 science-based weight loss mistakes that busy women make. First of them is skipping breakfast. Skipping breakfast can disrupt hunger and fullness hormones, making it harder to control appetite later in a day. While intermittent fasting has gained popularity, with many people skipping breakfast and eating large dinners, few talk about the fact that its benefits are only seen under certain conditions. For intermittent fasting to have a positive effect, you need to have consistent, healthy sleep patterns, low stress levels, enough time to eat nutritious, well-balanced meals within the recommended 8-hour eating window. If these factors are not in place, the potential benefits of intermittent fasting may not materialize. Furthermore, for individuals with low blood pressure, skipping breakfast is generally not recommended, as fasting can further lower blood pressure and potentially lead to dizziness, weakness, or fainting. Research links skipping breakfast to higher body mass index, more visceral fat, and tendency to overeat as subsequent meals throughout the day. For women, breakfast skippers are more likely to experience fluctuation in energy and mood, as well as poor metabolic health. Consuming a balanced breakfast supports better appetite control and stable energy levels throughout the day. So, to have only coffee for breakfast is not a great idea. Second common mistake: eating very little, lower than BMR. I often hear during consultation, I eat very little, but my weight still isn't changing. Let me explain why this happens. Consuming fewer calories than your basal metabolic rate slows your metabolism, but it increases the risk of losing muscles hormonal imbalances. Very low-calorie diets can result in fatigue, nutrition deficiencies, and can be unsustainable for most women, frequently leading to the loss of both fat and muscle tissue. Sustainable fat loss should focus on a moderate deficit, emphasizing adequate protein to preserve lean muscles. So, eating nothing in order to lose weight is the direct way to gain more body fat and lose muscles. The third mistake that many women make: adjusting nutrition before sleep. Focusing on nutrition without addressing sleep habits overlooks a key pillar of weight management. Insufficient sleep increases hunger hormone, ghrelin, and satiety hormone, leptin, and elevates cortisol, all of them with drive, overeating, and fat storage. Studies show that people who cut back on sleep experience greater hunger, reduced fat loss, and increased cravings for high-calorie foods. Basically, if you are not getting enough sleep, it's completely normal to feel hungry throughout the day, especially in the afternoon, and to have strong cravings for sweets. Mistake number 4: overeating healthy fats. Many women increase fat intake, particularly on low-carb or ketogenic diets, assuming fat is free of consequences for weight gain. However, fat is energy-dense, 9 calories per gram, and passive overconsumption quickly leads to calorie surplus and fat accumulation. We all heard that there are healthy and unhealthy fats, and the media has started to popularize foods like avocado, nuts, eggs, olive oil, and chia seeds, as if these are things you can eat in unlimited amount without any effect on your body shape. Here is the truth: any macronutrient, whether it's protein, carbs, or fat, can lead to a calorie surplus and be stored as body fat if you consume it in excess. So is it entirely possible to eat a very healthy diet, but if you don't control your portions, you still might not lose weight? Nutrition is just as much as exact science as mathematics. That's why I calculate everything for my clients. So all they have to do is follow their personalized menu and enjoy the results. Of course, you can calculate your calories yourself, but from my experience and statistic, 9 out of 10 people end up not getting enough protein and overeating fat. The optimal amount of fat is 0.81 gram of fat per kilo of oven weight. Let's move on to mistake number 5, underestimating calories in coffee. It's easy to forget that coffee drinks often contain hidden calories from milk, syrups, and sugar, sometimes hundreds of extra calories per day. In contrast, clean water not only hydrates but immediately increases metabolic rate and helps suppress appetite. And I know that everyone has already repeated it 10 times that you need to drink 30 milliliters of water per kilo of oven weight, but those who actually do it know that it reduces bloating and decreases appetite. However, if you barely drink any water at all, don't try to suddenly increase your intake by 2 liters a day. Start gradually by adding 200-300 milliliters a day. Mistake number 6, not measuring the food. Research shows that 9 out of 10 people underestimate intake by 20-50%. And that unmeasured portions, especially when eating out or using generic entries, lead to plateau or weight gain. When clients tell me that they eat only a little or that they don't snack very often, we then weigh their portions and realize that the calorie count is definitely too high. We don't need a large calorie deficit. We just need to reduce our intake by 200-250 kilocalories from our maintenance level in order to lose weight. That's why when clients start following my meal plan, they're surprised at how they're not hungry and still lose weight. But that's only because I calculated the right calorie deficit of them. And it's not just a formula of weight, height, and activity level. It also takes into account factors like how much they stress, how much they sleep, and what their eating habits were before. And finally, my favorite mistake number 7, doing high intensity classes and excess cardio. Cardio, cycling, and HIIT classes help burn calories in the moment. But as soon as you stop doing them, they provide little benefit apart from slightly improved endurance. Besides, they can't compensate for all of the food you eat. For example, 1 hour of intense high-intensity training workout burns about 400-450 kilocalories, while a single slice of pizza contains 600-700 kilocalories. Therefore, creating calorie deficit solely through the exhausting cardio workout is not an option. Meanwhile, moderate strength training gradually but steadily increases muscle mass, which raises your basal calorie expenditure, even when you are not doing anything, eventually allowing you to eat more without gaining weight. And trying to start working out every day is also not the best idea. Overexercising, increasing stress hormones, drives hunger, disrupts menstrual cycle, and can lead to muscle breakdown rather than fat loss. Additionally, exercise alone rarely compensates for overeating, and too much training without rest promotes inflammation and fatigue. If you feel overwhelmed with all of the information and need a structured and clear plan of action for every day, I offer a personalized program where I create a weekly meal plan just for you based on your lifestyle and preferences. You won't need to spend hours in the kitchen. Every recipe takes 15 minutes or less. What's even better, you will start noticing positive changes in your body after just 2 weeks of following my guidance. Shopping is made simple too. I provide a customized grocery list designed specifically for supermarkets in the Netherlands. The program also includes a training plan tailored to your goals and any injuries you may have. whether you work out at the gym or at home. My workouts focus on building muscles while keeping your body looking feminine. Every week you will join a live group session with me where I guide you through the exercises to improve your posture, reduce neck and back pain, enhance joint health, and check your technique. And of course, answer all of your questions. If you're ready to take the guesswork out of your health journey and follow the guidance of a professional to see real results, book a free 15 minutes call with me and I'm happy to reply to all of your questions. For more tips on nutrition and training, be sure to check out my Instagram. Have a wonderful day!